And so I will start to count the breaths. It doesn't look like it's letting me go live on Facebook, so I will just record it and then post it later. Okay. So I will count the breaths in both Sanskrit and English. If my count doesn't work with your breathing, please don't let it cause you anxiety. Just breathe freely instead and absorb the sound of your own breath. So emptying your lungs and then filling the lungs. Ekam, exhaling. 1. Inhale. 2. Exhale. 2. Inhale. 3. Exhale. 3. Inhale. 4. Exhale. 4. Inhale. Pancha. Exhale. 5. Inhale. Shat. Exhale. 6. Inhale. Sapta. Exhale. 7. Inhale. Ashta. Exhale. 8. Inhale. Nava. Exhale. 9. Inhale. Desha. Exhale. 10. Inhale. Exhale. 11. Inhale. Dwadasha. Exhale. 12. Just let the breath come back in naturally and let the breath fall out naturally. And then finding all fours, shift the block away. Finding all fours. And then tuck your head down and bring your tail up. Just find a soft downward dog. Soften the joints, so soften your knees, soften the elbows, soften the head. Paddle through the feet if you want to, just stretching into all the bits like an animal stretches first thing in the morning. And then moving your feet towards your hands so that you can stack your bones and come up to standing. So we'll start with 3 sun salutation of A. There's 9 movements, and then we'll move on to 3 of B. So my plan today is to guide us through a full half primary series today. So we'll try to clip along at a pace. I will count the breaths. So use your breath as a barometer. Free breathing is more important than obtaining any sort of shape. So reduce the effort in the shape so that your breath feels like it can be free in your body. That's the most important thing. Bringing the mind back to the breath, just like we just did throughout the whole practice. So standing in Samastitihi, feet together. Inhaling, lift your heart, reach up. and look up. Exhale, soften your knees so that you can take your hands flat. Release your head. Again, inhaling, open up the front body. Exhaling, step back into your plank position and lower down. Inhaling, lift the heart, cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Set your downward facing dog and breathe. 1, 2, 3, 4, filling and emptying your lungs. 5, walk the feet towards your hands. Inhale, open up the front body. Exhale, fold. Number 9, inhale, come all the way up, reach up and look up. And exhale, Samasthiti. Second one, Ekam, inhale, reach up, look up. Dway, exhale, fold, hands flat, release your head. Trini, 3, inhale, again, open the front body. Chatwari, 4, step back into your plank position and lower down. Inhale, lift your heart, up dog or cobra. Exhale, lift your navel, downward facing dog. Set it and breathe. In through the nose and out through the nose. 1. In through the nose, out through the nose. 2. Breathing into the sides of your body. 3. Breathing length through your body. 4. Breathing depth. 5. Walk the feet back towards the hands. On your inhale, open up. Exhale, release your head, fold. Number 9, come all the way up, reach up and look up. And exhale, standing. Last one like this. Ekam, inhale, reach up, look up. Dway, 2, exhale, fold, release the head. Trini, inhale, press the floor away, lift the front body. Chatwari, 4, step back into your plank position and lower down. Inhaling, lift your heart up, look up. Exhaling, lift your navel up, look back between the feet to the edge of the mat or to your navel. Soften the jaw and fill and empty your lungs. 2, 3, 4. Getting ready to move, walk or jump the feet towards the hands. Inhale, again, open the front body. Exhale, open the back body. Inhale, open the front body, look up. Exhale, Samasthiti. Surya Namaskar B, 17 Vinyasa. Exhaling, sit low as you can. Feet, knees, thighs together. Fill your lungs, peel your navel off the legs, look up. The hands can be separated if you wish. Exhale, fold like before, hands flat, head in. Trini, 3, inhale, press the floor away. Chatwari, 4, step back into your plank, lower down. Inhaling, up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Change your feet now. Your right foot steps forwards. Look to your right big toe. Inhale, bring the upper body up, the eyes up, arms up. Exhale, back through your plank and lower down. Inhale, stretch the breath. Exhale, down dog. Extra breath if you need to. Left foot front this time. Ground your back right heel. Lifting the heart as you breathe in. Bringing everything back to plank and lowering down as you exhale. Inhale, lift the breastbone. Exhale, lift the navel. 5 breaths here. Fill the lungs. Empty the lungs. 1. Breathing wide. 2, breathing long, 3, breathing deep, 4, step or jump the feet on the tail of your next exhale so that you arrive to inhale, open the front body. Exhale, fold. Sit low, feet, knees, thighs together. Open the front body, look up. And exhale, Sarastatihi. Again, sitting low, exhale. Ekam, inhale, look up. Dway, exhale, fold. Trini, inhale, look up. Chaturanga, exhale, step or jump back, lower down. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Change your feet. Warrior one, right side. Inhale, look up. Exhale, back through your plank. Inhale, upward facing or cobra. Exhale, downward facing. Change your feet. Left foot front. Warrior one. Inhale, look up. Exhale, back through your plank, lower down. Inhale, look up. Exhale, set your downward facing dog and breathe. Inhale and exhale, 1. Fill the lungs and empty your lungs. 2. 3. 4. Ready to move, step or jump the feet towards the hands. Inhale, open the front body, look up. Exhale, open the back body, fold. Sit low, feet, knees, thighs together. Open the front body, look up. And exhale, last one, sit low. Ekam, inhale. Dway, exhale. Trini, inhale. Chaturanga, exhale. Pancha, inhale. Shat, exhale. Supta, right foot, inhale. Ashtanga, exhale. Nava, inhale. Desha, exhale. Left foot. Ekadasha, inhale. Dwadasha, exhale. Trayodasha, inhale. Chaturdasha, exhale. Fill and empty the lungs. 1. 2. 3. 4. Prepare to move so that you arrive stepping or jumping. Inhale, Panchadasha. Shodasha, exhale. Saptadasha, 17, inhale. Exhale, Samastitihi. Step or jump your feet hip distance apart. Reach down and wrap your index and middle finger around the base of your big toe. Inhale, open up. Exhale, fold. Free your breath. In through the nose, out through the nose. 1. If there's slack in the elbows, bend your elbows and move them back toward your shins. 2. Free your head so you draw your shoulders away from the ears. 3. 4. 5. Trini 3, inhale, open up, look up. Exhale, put your hands underneath your feet. So toes come into the wrists if you can, soles of the feet and palms of the hands touch. Ekam, inhale, open up, straighten everything, look up. Dway, 2, exhale and fold. Breathing wide, 1. Breathing long, 2. Breathing deep, 3. 4. 5. Trini 3, inhale, open up. And exhale, step Samastitihi. If you're using your block, take your block in your right hand. Your right foot steps back and do the triangles now. Ita Trikonasana A and B. So your right foot turns out 90 degrees. The block, if you're using it, goes on the outer edge of your right foot, and that is for your hand. So you have 3 points of support, 2 feet and a hand. The left arm can come up into the air, opening across the chest. Lengthen both sides of the body. If it's okay for your eyes and neck, looking up, otherwise just looking straight ahead. 1, draw the navel back. 2, 3, good, they look good. 4, 5, Trini 3, soften your right knee so that you can come back up. Change the block and the feet. So left foot points out, left hand on the block, finding it on the other side. 1. Both legs are more or less straight. You can micro bend that right knee if you want to help you draw up on the kneecap and thigh. 2. Draw your navel back. 3. 4. 5. Revolving triangle now. Inhale, come up, Pancha 5. Turn all the way around to face the back of your mat. Stagger your feet, either placing the block on your midline, so on the inside of your front foot, or on the outside of the front foot. Left hand connects to block, and you rotate the spine. Stabilize your pelvis by moving your sit bones closer together. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Inhale, come up, Trini 3, finding it on the left. Right hand on the block, revolving the spine the other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pancha 5, come all the way up and step to the top of the mat, please. Samastitihi. Side angles follow the same pattern. Ekam, step to the right. Wider than before. Turn your right foot out, bend your right knee well. Block on the outer edge of your right foot. That's for your right hand. Going long now with the left arm along the ear, but space for your head and neck. So draw this shoulder down. Use your latissimus dorsi muscle, draw that whole armpit down. If you can look to the ring finger of the top hand, or if you'd rather look straight ahead, fill and empty the lungs, draw your navel back. 3. Fill and empty your lungs. 4. And 5. Trini 3, inhale, come up. Find it on the left side, left foot turns out. Take your hand or block to the ground. Doing the same thing on the other side. Your left knee can push back into your left arm. So there's a connection there as you start to open externally in the hip sockets. Draw the navel back. 3, 4, and 5. Punch a 5, come up, revolving your side angle, drop your left knee down. Take the block on the outside of your right foot. Left arm comes up and across the midline of the body, and you hook the outside of your right leg. Then if you can, extend from the elbow so that your hand can find the block or the ground. Revolve your spine, your right hand can go on your sacrum, up into the air as you take the pose long. Or you can leave your back knee down. 2, 3, 4, 5. Trini 3, come up. Pivot all the way around. This time your right knee comes to the ground. Come across with your right arm, hooking that front thigh, extending in the elbow, revolving the spine. If you feel stable, you can lift the back knee and breathe. 1, 2, levering the front arm and leg against each other. 3, 4, and 5. Undo, punch a 5, and step to the top of the mat. Samastiti. 4 forward bends. Asrita A, B, C, and D. Taking your waist. Feet spread wide on the mat. Toes pointing forwards. Inhale, lift the chest up. Exhale, take your hands shoulder distance apart and place them on the mat. If you can keep your palms flat and move your hands back in line with your feet, then do. If the palms pop up, bring them forwards of your feet. Inhale, open the front body, externally rotate your thighs. Trini 3, release the head and breathe. Fill and empty your lungs. 1. Shoulders away from the ears. 2. Really draw the navel back. 3. 4. 5. Inhale, open up, look up. Exhale, hold your waist. Inhale, come all the way back up. And exhale. If you are dizzy when you come back up, if you track with your eyes along the floor and up along your wall or something outside, it will help you feel less dizzy. So second one, inhale, take your waist. Exhale, leave your hands connected to the waist as you fall forwards. 1, free your jaw. 2, breathing wide. 3, breathing long. 4, breathing deep. And 5, inhale, come all the way up and exhale. Third one, lift the arms to shoulder height. Interlace your fingers behind your back. Inhale, lift your front body up as you take the arms off of your body, off and away from your body. And then soften and fold. So bringing the arms over with you as you go. If you soften your elbows slightly, micro bend your elbows so that you really start to work into the shoulder joint. Working the legs externally here. 2, free your breath. 3, 4, and 5. Inhale, come all the way up, tracking with your eyes. Fly the arms to shoulder height and release them down. Last one, catch your waist, inhale. Exhale, bend forwards, and index and middle finger go around the base of the big toe. Again, inhale, open up. Trini 3, exhale, fold. If there's slack in the elbows bend and move out towards the sides of the room. Use your lats to draw those shoulders well away from the ears. Externally rotate your legs and move your navel back. Free breathing. 3, 4, 5. Inhale, open up your front body. Exhale, soften your knees and hold your waist. Inhale, come all the way up. And exhale, step to the top of your mat, finding Samastitihi. Reverse, fold your arms into prayer behind you, or you can clasp your wrists or hold your elbows. So you can either find reverse prayer, finding the palms of the hands and working the hands up between the shoulder blades, or hold wrists or elbows. Right foot steps back towards the back of the mat. You pivot and face the back of the mat. Soften your front knee as you fold forward from the hips, looking to your right big toe initially. Long front body, drawing your right hip back, and then releasing forwards, shifting your gaze to the shin. Free your jaw and fill and empty the lungs. 3, 4, 5. Trini 3, inhale, come up. Pivot and face the front of your mat. Again, inhale, open up. And Chaturanga 4, finding this over the left leg. Looking first to the toe, long front spine, and then shifting the gaze to the shin, releasing the back of the neck. Fill and empty your lungs. 3-dimensional breathing. 3. Breathe long, wide, and deep all at once. 4. Breathe long, wide, and deep all at once. 5. Pancha 5, come up and step to the top of the mat, Samastitihi. If you have a belt or a little piece of cloth and you want to use it for your leg raises to hold the foot, you can take that now. If you're using it, please take it one end of the strap or cloth in each hand so that you work symmetrically through the shoulders. Otherwise, your left hand will hold your waist. Bend your knees, take your feet hip distance apart. Your right hand, index and middle finger, catch around the big toe. So you can either go inside the leg to catch or around the outside of the leg to catch. And either staying here, or you can hold around the knee or underneath the leg. And then you're working for extension. So wherever you are, you're working to extend this leg. If you can extend the leg and hold the toe, then fold forwards over the leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, open up. Exhale, carry the leg to the side. So you can hold the knee, you can hold underneath the leg or the toe. You can hold the toe, extend the leg, and look over your opposite shoulder, looking over your left shoulder. 1. Pick something that's not moving to look at and soften your eyes all around it. 3. Really standing up on your leg. 4. 5. Bring the leg back to center. If you can extend the leg, exhale, fold over the leg, and then hold your waist with both hands, extending the leg in front of you. Looking to your toe now. 1. Fill and empty the lungs. 2. Lift the breath up into your collarbones. 3. 4. Bend the knee into your body and release the leg down. Drop your center of gravity, preparing for the other side. Right hand holds the waist this time, taking your left knee or toe. If you can extend and fold forwards, do. Otherwise, staying here. Fill and empty your lungs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Carrying the leg out to the side, opening up across the front of the pelvis, and then turning your head to look over your right shoulder. 1, 2, feel the navel drawing back with your fingertips. 3, 4, and 5. Coming back to center. If you can extend over the leg, do. And then holding the leg out in front of you, wherever it is. 1, looking toes. 2, 3, 4. Bend the knee into your body and release it down. Samasthiti. Half lotus or tree variation. So your right knee bends. Externally rotate your hip. Find a place for this foot. Into the thigh is fine. You can take your hands at your chest or at the calf or at the ankle, avoiding the knee joint. Otherwise, perhaps the foot can come across the front of the pelvis. You might be able to hold the foot with your opposite hand. If you take your opposite hand behind you. If you can take the foot, then fold forwards. Any sensation in the knee, we want to eliminate that. It should all be based around the hip joint. So you can always back away. Another variation is to sit low. Fill and empty the lungs. 3. Fill and empty the lungs. 4. Fill and empty the lungs. 5. If you're folded over, inhale, lift your head up. Exhale, bend your standing leg. Inhale, come all the way back up. And exhale, Samasthiti. Good. Shot 6, lifting the left leg. Supta 7, place the left leg, whatever you did on the other side, repeating it here on this side. 1, 2, 3, breathe your whole body. 4, 5. If you're folded over, inhale, lift your head up. Exhale, bend the standing leg. Inhale, come up. And exhale, Samasthiti. Last 3 poses of the standing sequence. Ekam, inhale, reach up, look up. Exhale, fold, release your head. Trini, inhale, open up. Chaturanga, exhale, step or jump back into your plank, lower down. Pancha 5, inhale, heart lifts. Shot 6, exhale, navel lifts. You're going to jump or step your feet just short of your hands and land with them together. Feet, knees, thighs together, finding Utkatasana. 1. Sit as low as you can. 2. Hands can be separated. 3. Lift your heart. 4. And 5. Exhale, take your hands to the mat. Step or jump your feet back into plank. Lowering down. Inhaling, heart lifts, upward facing or cobra. Exhaling, navel lifts. Warrior one on the right side. Turn your left foot out, ground the left heel, step your right foot front, looking to your right big toe. Coming up, lift the heart, lift the arms, lift the eyes. 1. Hands can be together or apart. 2, 3, 4, 5. Keep your heart and arms lifted. Pivot on the mat, Ashtanga 8. And find it on the left side. 1, 2. Breathing deep, wide and long. 4, 5. Opening up now into warrior 2 on the left side. So your left knee is bent. Aligning your spine on your midline between the legs. Externally rotating both legs and looking long over your left hand. 3. Breathe wide. 4. Breathe deep and long. 5. Changing sides. Right foot turns out, bending the right knee well. Looking long over your right hand. 1. Fill your body like a vessel with the breath. 2, 3. Free the breath. 4. And 5. Hands come flat either side of the front foot. Step or jump your right foot back into plank and lower down. Inhale, lift the breastbone up. Exhale, lift the navel up. Step or jump your feet to sitting. Dandasana. Don't drop your energy here. Instead, cast your eyes right at your toes. Sit down into the ground and sit up out of the ground. And breathe. Palms, if you can, reach and open towards the earth. The navel draws back. And breathe your whole body. Last breath like this. Good. You've been looking at your toes. Ashtanga 8. Reach forward. You might need to bend your knees. Reach forwards and take your toes. Index and middle finger wrap around the base of the big toe. Inhale, open up, looking up. Exhale, number 9, fold. Coming forwards as you sit back into the earth. So long through the front spine. Feeling your whole midline. Extending through the crown of your head as you draw your shoulders, armpits back toward your waist. Last breath like this, fill your whole body with breath. Empty your whole body of breath. Inhale, open up, and take your hands over the tops of your feet. Toes come into the wrists if you can. Inhale, open up. Number 9, fold. Free breathing, fill your lungs and empty your lungs. 1. Fill and empty your lungs. 2. Fill and empty your lungs. 3. Fill and empty your lungs. 4. Fill and empty your lungs. 5. Inhale, open up. Exhale, take the sides of your feet. So the fingers wrap around the sides of your feet. Inhale, open the front body. Exhale, and again, fold. Sitting into earth. So just here, just sitting into the earth. and folding forwards. Relax the jaw. 3. Breathing wide. Breathing long. Breathing deep. Inhaling, opening up the front body. Last one of these, interlace your fingers and wrap them around both feet. Bend your knees if you need to. Inhale, open up, and exhaling, fold. Filling and emptying your lungs here. 2. Breathe everywhere you can, all at once. 3. 4. And 5. Inhale, open up. Exhale, leave the forward angle in your body and place your hands by your thighs. See if you can pick your bottom up by straightening your arms. You might be able to lift one foot or both feet off the floor. If you can, that's a good thing to practice for your jump backs. So we'll cross the legs. You can either roll over the legs or you can swish the legs to one side, finding your plank position. Lowering down, inhaling, lift the heart up. Exhaling, lift the navel up. Step or jump your feet to Dandasana once again, and take your hands behind you. Find your feet. So you can either find your feet by bending your knees, or perhaps you can lift your pelvis and find your feet at the same time. Then really press your feet into earth, lifting your pelvis high. Take your eyes to the ceiling. Resist that temptation to throw the head right back. Press the floor away with hands and feet. Fill and empty the lungs. 3. Fill and empty your lungs. 4. Fill and empty your lungs. 5. Lower down. Cross or swish the feet to find your plank. Lowering down. Inhaling, heart lifts. Exhaling, navel lifts. Step or jump the feet again to Dandasana. Sitting in Dandasana. Whatever you did for tree, for the tree pose variation, do it also here. So bend your knee, full flexion. Externally rotate your hip. If you placed the foot along the thigh, do that, or the calf. Or if you came across the front of the pelvis, do that. As long as you don't feel any pain or sensation here in the knee, it should all be hip focused. If you can take your foot into half lotus, reach around with the opposite hand and catch your toe, or you can use your cloth or belt to connect the two. And then coming forwards on your midline. Relax your head and fill and empty your body. Let the breath fill your body and then empty your body. 4. 5. Inhale, open up. Exhale, release. Cross the legs and vinyasa, rolling over the feet or swishing them. Or you can sit with me and inhale to fill the lungs, lift your arms. Exhale, empty the lungs. Inhale, pick your bottom up. And exhale, find Dandasana. Left knee full flexion. Externally rotate your left femur. And then find where you will put that foot. Folding forwards on your midline. Fill your whole body. And empty the whole body of breath. Breathing in through the nose. And out through the nose. 3. In through the nose, out through the nose, 4. In through the nose, and out through the nose, 5. Inhale, open your front body. Exhale, release. Cross vinyasa, or breathing with me, inhaling and exhaling, inhaling and exhaling. Now we move the femur in the other direction in its hip socket, so the femur rolls medial, inwards, towards your midline, and the foot goes behind you. Try to leave your thighs running parallel, as if you were still in Dandasana. The feeling in this right shin is pressing into the floor, and it's as if you could stand up from this place. So you're pushing your shin so hard into the ground that you could stand up from that place. So that's the kind of feeling that's there in that leg. And then bring your spine forwards as you sit back into the ground. 1, placing your hands wherever they can go. 2, draw your shoulders away from the ears. 3, 4, 5. Inhale, open up. Exhale, release. Swish the legs back or cross your legs and breathe, taking a vinyasa. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling, jump, Dandasana. Left leg medially rotates, aligning the thighs. Pressing that shin down so it has that standing up feeling. If you're falling towards the long leg, you can always put your block underneath that sit bone. And then falling forwards into that space with your spine. So this front of the spine is coming forwards on its midline. Release your skull, release your jaw, and fill and empty your lungs. 3, 4, in through the nose and out through the nose. 5, inhaling, opening up, exhaling, release, cross vinyasa, or sitting and breathing, finding your plank, inhaling, exhaling, inhaling, and finding Dandasana. Janushirasana A. So if you had your tree pose variation with the foot in the thigh, it's a repeat of that. So the foot comes to the thigh presses back into the foot. So there's this connection energetically and with effort between those 2 points. Some people like to turn the pelvis a little bit, open the front of the pelvis a little bit, 45 degrees or so, and then come back and find midline. So see what feels best in your body. If that brings any torquing into the knee to twist the pelvis like that, then just play it straight. Keep your foot pressing into your thigh and your thigh pressing back into your foot. Free breathing. 3. Fill and empty your lungs. 4. Fill and empty the lungs. 5. Inhale, open up. Exhale, release. Cross the legs and vinyasa, or cross the legs and sit and fill your lungs. And empty your lungs. And fill your lungs. And jump Dandasana. Good. Left side, Janushirasana A. Full flexion of your right knee. Externally rotate your hip. Find this angle in the body if you wish, coming around on your midline and then folding. So if you can take the foot, take the foot. So this left foot is pushing into the thigh and the thigh is pushing back. If you can take your hands around your foot, your hands are drawing back on your foot so the armpits move down and your foot is pushing forwards on your hands. So they have a similar energetic connection. And everything is coming to midline as you breathe along your midline. 4. Fill and empty your lungs once more there. And 5. Inhale, open the front of your body. Exhale, release the pose. Cross the legs, vinyasa. Or cross the legs and breathe with me. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling and find Dandasana. Janushirasana, B, right side. Right knee full flexion. Externally rotate your hip. Set it up just like A, and then you're going to pick your whole pelvis up and sit on your heel. So from the back, your whole pelvis is lifted. You might be able to look down and see your right toes. That's not possible in your ankle joint, send your toes backwards. When you have that connection, folding forwards on the midline. 1. Again, if you can take your foot, feel that connection of the foot pressing forwards as you draw simultaneously your shoulders back. 2. Breathe your whole body wide, long, and deep. 3. Fill your whole body with your breath. 4. And 5. Inhale, open up. Exhale, release the posture. Cross your legs and vinyasa. Or sitting and breathing with me. Inhaling to lift your heart. Exhaling to lift the navel. Step or jump, Dandasana. And find the other side. Left knee full flexion. External rotation in your hip. Pick your pelvis up, find your heel, and fold forwards. Breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. 1. Draw the navel back. 2. 3. Free your breath. 4. Relax the face. 5. Inhale, open up. Exhale, release the posture. Cross vinyasa or breathing in through the nose. Out through the nose. In through the nose. Out through the nose. Janushirasana, C. Full flexion of your right knee. Externally rotate your right thigh. Finding the ball of the foot, it presses down into the ground. And the heel of the foot presses into your thigh. Then if you can, finding space in that hip flexor as you soften the knee down towards earth. If this feels impossible, which it did to me for about 10 years, I always did it sitting on a block. So you can elevate your whole pelvis up. You can do this pose still sitting. Or if your spine will allow it, bringing your spine forwards on your midline. 1. 2. Press your heel into your thigh and your thigh back into your heel. 3. 4. Last breath like this. 5. Inhale, open up the front body. Exhale, release, cross and vinyasa. We're breathing, filling the lungs. And emptying the lungs. And filling the lungs. And emptying the lungs. Janu Sirsasana C, left side, full flexion, left knee. Externally rotate your hip. Place the ball of the foot on the floor and the heel on your opposite thigh. And then folding forward. So heel is strongly pressing into the leg responds. If you can take your foot, pull back on your foot and simultaneously press your foot forwards into your hands, finding your midline. Draw your navel back and breathe. 3, 4, 5. Inhale, open up. Exhale, release, cross and vinyasa. Or breathing. Inhaling, up dog. Exhaling, downward facing. Step or jump. Marichyasana A, right side. Right knee full flexion. Space between your foot and leg. So the right heel is in line with the outer edge of my right hip. So if you could mark a line there, they'd be in line. Come forwards with your right arm. So bring your arm forwards into that space. Come really far forwards. Maybe you can even hold this foot or leg. Press your left hand into the floor. Press your right foot into the floor and see if you can pick your bottom up. Good, release down. Again, inhale, pick your bottom up. Good, release down. Leave that forward angle in your body. And then medially rotate your right shoulder so that you can come around and hook the head of that right knee. The hand comes behind you. This arm is going to reach forwards and go really wide and long to see if you can match your fingertips up together behind your back. If you can't, you can use your little cloth or belt. And then fold forwards on your midline. So bringing your torso down deep on the inside of that right leg. 3, 4. If you're finding the bind easy behind your back, your right hand can hold your left wrist. 4, 5. Inhale, open up. Exhale, release. And cross vinyasa or breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. In through the nose and out through the nose, Navasana. Left knee full flexion. Come forwards with your left hand, hold your foot. Press your right hand and left foot into earth. Try to stand up. Pick your bottom up. Good, again. Inhale, pick the bottom up. Good. Exhale, release. Leave that forward angle in your body. Medially rotate your left shoulder so you can hook that knee. Find lots of space in this right arm as it comes around behind you. And find the other hand or use a belt. Then go forwards on your midline. 1, 2, 3. Draw your navel back. 4, 5. Inhale, open up. Exhale, release. Cross vinyasa or cross and breathe with me. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling. Good, Marichyasana B. Left knee full flexion. Externally rotate your left hip. The left foot comes into half lotus, or the left foot comes underneath and rests by your right sit bone. Your right knee bends in full flexion like before. Right arm comes forwards on your midline, go really long. Medially rotate, hook your knee. Really reach long with the left arm, open up through the whole pectoralis muscle here so that you can take that hand behind you. If you're finding the bind easy, your right hand will hold your left wrist and then fold. Use the weight of your left arm as if it were someone adjusting you. So the weight of your left arm helps to push you forwards. Draw your navel back. Stand up into your right leg and breathe. 4, 5. Inhale, open up. Exhale, release. Cross the legs and vinyasa, or cross the legs and breathe. Filling and emptying your lungs. Filling and emptying your lungs. Dandasana. Mrityasana B. Left side, right knee full flexion. Externally rotate that right hip into half lotus or tuck it underneath. Left knee full flexion. Forwards with your left arm long. Medially rotate so you can hook. Really wide and open with the right. And then finding your midline. 1, 2. Bring everything into midline. Bring all your awareness in. 3. 4. 5. Inhale, open up. Exhale, release the pose. Step or jump the feet back to find your vinyasa, or filling and emptying your lungs as you stay seated. Mrityasana C. Bend your right knee full flexion. Bring your right knee across your midline. So it's coming across the spine. Bring your left arm up and diagonally down towards your right hip. So you're going to try to bring your shoulder and your hip very close together. You might even hug your right haunch with your left hand. Some options are tucking your fingers underneath your toe. Another option is to sit tall and twist, look over behind your right shoulder. The full expression of the pose is to continue medially rotating your shoulder joint so that your hand comes back between the legs and you can take your hands in a bind behind you. Looking over your right shoulder. 1. Breathe into your top lungs. 2. Fill and empty your body of breath. 3. 4. 5. Exhaling, undo. Vinyasa, so taking the body up and back into your plank, or crossing and breathing. Free the breath. Mrityasana C, left side, full flexion left knee. Knee comes across the body, across the midline. Right arm's going to come diagonally down, following that line of the femur, maybe hugging the femur. Medially rotate the arm. If you can, bind. Looking over your left shoulder. 1, 2, 3, or sitting tall. 4, 5. Coming back to center, releasing. Cross Vinyasa. We're breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out, jump Dandasana. Marityasana D, right side. Left knee full flexion, externally rotate your left hip. Bring the heel up into half lotus or bring it underneath beside your right sit bone. The same patterning in the body as in C. So this knee comes across your midline. Your left hand comes up and traces that midline. Traces that angle in the femur. And then if you can, you immediately rotate this shoulder to send the arm back between your legs. So you can even help yourself by guiding the arm backwards. Right arm will open and seek the other hand. Looking over your right shoulder. Or you might want to tuck your fingertips under the right foot, looking over your right shoulder. Or you may wish to sit tall. Breathe into the height of the lung. Send the breath up to the collarbones. 4 and 5. Undo, step, jump back into your plank, vinyasa, or inhaling, exhaling, inhaling, exhaling, Dandasana. Marityasana D, left side, right knee full flexion. Externally rotate your right hip. Half lotus or underneath. Left knee full flexion. And take it across the midline of your body. Right arm comes up and traces that angle in the leg so that you can get small and deep. You might even want to hug your left haunch. Then decide. Maybe you just want to sit tall and look back over the left shoulder. Maybe the fingers can tuck there and you can start to turn the chest. Or maybe the hands can come in between the legs and you can start to find this shape. 2, 3. Breathe up to your collarbones. 4 and 5. Undo. Cross and vinyasa. Or inhaling, lifting your heart. Exhaling, emptying your lungs. Inhaling and exhaling, jump. And find Navasana, boat. So you can either extend the legs, keeping your hands on the floor for support. You can hold underneath your legs. Or you might be able to take the arms out at shoulder height. 3, 4, 5. Open the legs a little, cross the legs. Pick your bottom up. Go again, Navasana. If you have a block, see if you can place it between your feet and squeeze and hold the block between your feet. Again, you can hold here on the floor or underneath the legs, or perhaps you can extend the arms out at the shoulders. 2, 3, 4, 5. Take the block away, cross the feet, lift the bottom up. Again, Navasana. If you have a block, place it between your knees this time. 1, holding the floor or underneath. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Exhaling, release, cross the legs the other way, pick your bottom up. Again, Navasana. 1, choose where to hold. 2, maybe you want the shins parallel to the ground. 3, 4, and 5. Cross the legs, pick the bottom up. Last time, Navasana. 1, 2, helps if you smile. 3, 4, and 5. Cross the legs and roll over the legs or shoot the legs back into your plank vinyasa. Lowering down, inhaling, up dog or low cobra. Exhaling, downward facing dog. Step or jump, Dandasana. And lie down. Well done. That is a full half primary series. Taking rest. So letting go of any technical breathing. No resistance to gravity. Really let your body now fall into the ground. So giving up the whole weight of the body and letting it fall into the earth. Falling down into your mat. Falling down into the ground. Allowing yourself to be cradled by the earth. Release the belly. Let the belly become soft. Just scanning your body with your mind's eye for anywhere that's still hanging on. You could reduce muscular effort somewhere. So relaxing your whole body and letting your body go. And relaxing your mind. And letting your mind go. And then very gently beginning to lengthen your exhale. And deepening your inhale. Free breathing. And when your breath feels full, then finding some movement in your fingers, maybe some movement in your toes. And just beginning to breathe and move. Breathe and gently move. If you want to stay longer in your Shavasana, by all means, stay longer. Otherwise, coming up through to sitting. And so finding sitting, sitting down, and sitting up. Bringing the hands together in front of your heart. Inhale to lift your heart. And exhale to release your head. Thank you all so much for coming to practice.